All right. Hey, what's happening, everyone? Welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. Oh, shit. Yo, super grateful you guys could be here today. For some of you, maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know what I'm about. But today, I'm going to share with you a lot of cool things. And this is exciting. And I'm kind of hungry. But I'm going to use my hunger to charge me to move forward and to record this podcast, right? Now, if you're watching this for the first time, you're probably wondering who I am. You're probably wondering, who am I? Who's Kevin Padillo? I'm the president of Warrior Leadership, and we empower young leaders to lead a life of leadership. To lead people, give them skills, give them the tools to empower and lead. Now, I want to share with you, I'm about to launch my podcast. It's episode 60 of the Mission Driven Life podcast. Or 61. This is actually episode 61. And we've been going at this for a long time. And yo, this is awesome. You know, if you're watching me, look, I need your help to drop a comment right now. And let me know that you're watching. Just drop a comment before you leave. Just put a comment below. It could be anything. Let me know what you're thinking, because I want to share with a bunch of great value for you. Put a comment down below to let me know whatever is on your mind. Just put a comment down there, alright? Alright, I'm going to share this with some groups. I'm going to share this with a couple groups. Welcome to the dungeon, yo. This is the Warrior Leadership Studio. This is actually my bedroom. No. You like this place? Like it? I'm so excited. I'm gonna be traveling to three different cities in the next 30 days, and you guys are gonna be joining me on my journey here. Alright, I want to share with you a couple cool things. I'm about to launch my podcast here, and if you haven't tuned in yet, check out the Mission Driven Life podcast, right? Let me know. And also, look, let me know where you're from. You know, put it in the comments. Let me know where you're watching. Let me know what your thoughts are below. Let me know where you're from, right? Just so I know that you're here and that you care and that you want to gain some value. Put it into the comments below, because I'm about to blow you up with some value, right? I'm gonna blow you up with value. So put some comments below, right? Joselico, what's up, bro? Glad you could be here, man. Glad to be the first comment, man. Joselico, yo, my man, my good friend. All right. I'm about to launch the podcast here, so. Yeah, so we got a couple people tuning in, so put where you're from down below. Let me know where you're from, all right? I need your help, because, look, I'm about to launch the podcast. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, hey everyone, welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. My name is Kevin Padillo. I am president of Warrior Leadership. I'm very grateful that you could be here today, because I want to share with you that you're not good enough. I want to tell you that you're not good enough. I'm here to tell you that you're stupid, and I'm here to tell you how terrible of a person you are. Because in this podcast, I want to share with you really something interesting. I'm talking to you about the haters. I'm talking to you about how to deal with criticism. And I'm talking to you about what that means for you as a leader. To handle criticism, to handle people that don't like you, to handle people that don't agree with you. And what do you do about it, right? So if you're watching on the replay, put the hashtag replay down below. Let me know that you're watching and you're like, you know, you have a little thing on replay. Let me know that you're watching this on replay, right? And let me know if you're watching this live as well, because look, the more comments down below in the comments there's going to be 10x value I'm going to be giving. And if you put a comment, more people are going to see this, right? And I'm so grateful that it is. Welcome to the Mission Driven Life podcast. This is episode 61 of our podcast, right? We've been going at this for 61 days straight. I think I've missed one day, but for 61 days, we've been going at it for giving value in our podcast today. And in this podcast, I want to share with you that how to deal with criticism, how to deal with the haters, how to deal with people that judge you, right? And look, that happens all the time. People that talk bad about you, people that say bad things about you, people that don't like you. And if you're a leader, if you're managing teams, if you're managing your business, and if you're a young leader that's watching and you're like, oh, yo, why do people don't like me? Why are people disagreeing with me? Why are people hating on me? If you ever get that, if you ever have that question in your mind, I'm going to answer that question for you today. I'm going to answer the question of the fact of how do you deal with criticism. And I want to give you some strategies for you as a leader to take to become a stronger leader, more confident, how to be more strong and handle anything. So before I start, I want to invite you all to the Impact Players Tour because look, this one thing that I'm going to share with you in my podcast is what leaders all over the world, they share this with, they go through this all the time. So the people who are going to be going to the Impact Players Tour, we have 14 speakers on stage that are going to talk about their success and their journey. Now, on their journey of success, they've dealt with a lot of hate. They've dealt with people that don't like them. They dealt with people that think they're stupid. They've dealt with a lot of people that just laughed at them, mocked them, tell them on the phone to stop calling. These successful people have gone through a lot. Now, I want to give you a strategy on what to do about this when people don't like you, when people talk bad about you, when people think you're stupid. This is what to do about it, right? Now, so come through to the Impact Players Tour because all these leaders are going to be sharing their value here. We have 14 leaders in Phoenix, Arizona. So just to let you know, this is in Arizona on Wednesday, and tickets are running out, but we want to fill the event. We want to fill the event with people like you, like-minded people like you, entrepreneurs like you, to come and gain value. We want you to come and gain value and explode your mindset, right? So as you tune in, as people come by, as you come by, look, put a comment down below. Let me know that you're watching, right? Because I'm going to be giving you value and I hope you can take some notes. I'll put the link down below to come to the event. I hope you can get a ticket. I know flights might be running out. Hotel, you might be worried about how to get that hotel, but look, you need to invest yourself. These 14 business leaders that are coming to the event, they have all spent money to travel, to go network, to go to places they've never been, to move, to travel and leave, to go on airplanes, to meet people and business people and make collaboration, make partnerships. And you can't do that from staying home. You can't do that from staying in the same city you grew up in, and you can't stay that hanging out with the same people. So here, hit the link below. Gain access to the Impact Players Tour. Gain access below if you want to come to the event because look, let me give you this value. Because I've dealt with haters all my life. I've dealt with people that have laughed at me, people that said I was not good enough, people that called me fucking stupid, people that laughed at me, people that made fun of me whenever I would do a live video in a coffee shop, people that still laugh at me till this day. I know there's people that talk about me behind my back, that think I'm an idiot, people that just think I'm stupid, people think that I'm not good enough to teach you right now. And look, you're probably going to be hating on me as you watch this video, and that's totally okay, because I realize, look, not everyone's going to like me, and not everyone's going to like you. And I want to give you some strategies on how to deal with that, because look, it's not fun. I have a part of me in my life that I want to be liked by people, right? I have a part of me that wants to be liked and accepted, and people love me, and people accept me, and people care for me. I just want to be fucking liked by everyone. But what the gift is in this is that, look, the reality is not everyone in the world is going to like who I am. Not everyone in the world is going to agree with who I am, and not everyone in the world is going to think I'm cool or think I'm awesome. People are going to criticize us, make fun of us, and judge you. And if you really want to gain success and you're a young entrepreneur and you want to take your business to the next level, you're going to have to do this, right? You're going to have to take action, and you're going to have to handle this and deal with this. Because look, growing up, I've dealt with people that didn't like me. You know, family members, people that called me dumb. Like parents, like some of my parents, they thought I was stupid, right? Parents, they thought I'm not good enough. People that think I was just cocky. You know, my mom would always call me dumb. My mom would always call me stupid. They would always call me names as I grew up. But I knew they said it with love. But at the same time, it hurt, right? You know, people that I thought really cared about me would say things like that, hurtful things like that. But I totally understand that's my mom. And, you know, my mom, sometimes moms can say things like that. But it was still an ouch, right? It was still an ouch. It still hurt. Now, when I went to Mount Royal University, I was in jail for a bit. I was locked up in prison for a couple years of my life. Now, when I was in jail, I got into a lot of fights and I got into a lot of trouble. But when I got out, I wanted more for myself. You know, I wanted more for my life. So I went to a university. And I wanted to change, right? I wanted to change from the normal, trying to be cool. And I wanted to change from being accepted. And I wanted to change from this gangster life, you know, because I was a gangster. I was getting into trouble. I was involved in gang life. And I wanted to change. So I started reading books. And I started reading books on how to gain my social skills. I started reading books on communication. I started reading books on self-development. And I would try the things I learned in the university. And I would talk to girls, right? I would read articles on how to pick up girls. And then I'd take it into action. And I'd put it into action on the university campus. Now, the next couple months later, so many crazy things happened in my life. You know, people would judge me. I would go and introduce myself to people at the school, and then people would laugh at me. They'd think I was stupid. They would make fun of me. They would call me awkward. They would call me stupid. They would call me crazy. They would call me intrusive. So many people would call me names, right? Because I was putting myself out there. I was in scary situations where I'd shake hands with strangers. I would introduce myself to groups. I would start student clubs. I would create my own initiatives at the university, and I would stand out, right? I would make myself stand out in the university because I would start my own leadership group. I started my own promotional group, and a couple with friends, we would go out and promote parties. And when I would go out and promote, some people would just think I'm a fucking idiot. Some people would be like, yo, get to class. And all these people would laugh at me and mock me. So it wouldn't be easy, right? People would judge, and I totally get that. I even got called creeps. Like it's not the last time someone called me a creep. And even hate can happen anytime. Hate can happen even on Facebook, on social media. Whether you're promoting something online, or maybe you make a post, or maybe you start a discussion on Facebook, and then people start arguing and calling you names and maybe saying some harsh things, right? Because look, the other day someone did that. Someone was saying that my mom didn't care about me. She was saying really rude things about my family. All these people in this post were kind of disagreeing with what I was saying, right? And look, that's all good. You know, I'll be honest, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun to be called stupid. It wasn't fun to be called not good enough. It wasn't fun to be left alone. It wasn't fun to, for people to make fun of me, right? You know, I wanted to be liked by people. Remember how I told you that? I want to be liked by everyone in life. But at the same time, not everyone will like me. You know, if I want to stand out in the world, if I want to make a huge mission and my mission happen, I need to be able to stand out and be willing to have and deal with all this. And that's criticism. I want to talk to you about how to handle criticism. I want to talk to you about how to handle judgment. And I want to also talk to you about how to handle it with confidence and to react like a strong leader. This is one of the core things that I could honestly teach and I could build a course on. And I think I've experienced a lot of this in my life, where people have not liked me or accepted me or, made me a part of their group. I realized in my life, it's all good. But I want to give you some solutions here that you can take for your own leadership. If you're watching me, take some notes. Take some notes. I want you to get some takeaways from this video because I want you to see what this is all about. And I want you to gain because look, going through life, not everyone's going to like you. People are going to criticize you, laugh you, mock you, and that's all good. But I want to help you become stronger. I want to help you become more confident. I want to help you build your self-esteem because I had to go through this the hard way. I had to learn all this through the hard way. And I'm still learning as I speak. But I realize I want to give you a step-by-step on ways that I deal with criticism and people don't like me. And it's really cool was that I know that when people judge me, I always have a reaction. There's a reaction that comes up in my body, and sometimes that's anger or sad or fear. Sometimes these reactions come up in my body. But the really interesting thing is when someone criticizes me, I used to get angry. I used to get defensive. I used to be like, yo, fuck you. I used to be willing to fight. I used to be ready to scrap someone out if someone called me a goof. When I was in prison, I used to always get into fights if someone called me a goof or called me a name. I would stand up and I'd be like, yo, let's fight, man. Let's do this. I wasn't allowed out with a lot of people out in the prison, right? They had to lock me behind a bar, behind a locked door, right? And I would take things offensively. I would get so angry because I had so much to prove. But what's really interesting about this is that I started to learn, I started to mature, and I started to learn the hard way on how to deal with my reactions. Because I can't fight everyone that says I'm stupid. I can't fight everyone that calls me a name. I can't fight everyone that calls me an idiot. Because if I did, I'd be in jail, right? I'd be in jail for a long time. And I've already faced a lot of time in prison, and I want to give you some ways how to handle this when people hate on you or judge you. And it all starts with saying thank you, right? That's what I had to learn the hard way, is that when people would make fun of me, when people would call me names, when people would say I'm an idiot, the best thing for me is to say thank you. And to say thank you for giving me your feedback. Without explaining myself, without defending myself, without explaining myself, without rationalizing myself, the best response for me when someone calls me a fucking name is to say thank you, man. Or when someone criticizes me or gives me feedback, I know that I'm thank you. And I know my reaction comes from a part of me when I was a little boy, when I get criticized as a little kid. When you get criticized as a little kid and someone makes fun of you and someone judges you and someone says something really bad about you, as a kid, maybe you have a reaction, right? Like a little angry boy reaction. Because I had that reaction all the time. But what I wanted to share is that, look, as we grow older, we have to let go of our fucking little boy. We're going to have to let go of our younger child. We're going to have to let go of the younger little child inside of us that gets hurt, that feels hurt. Because we can't carry that all our lives. We can't carry the fact that, I'm upset at someone calling us a name. Because I want you to also, the second thing of how to deal with this is that I know when people judge me, they're actually judging themselves, right? When someone makes fun of me, when someone starts judging me, when someone starts making fun of who I am, maybe they're making fun of a part of themselves. Because I know that when I judge others, when I do this, I'll take full responsibility. Is that, when I judge people, I'm judging myself. When I judge someone for driving in their car and being on their phone and being slow, it's because I do this all the time. I am on my phone sometimes when I drive, and people just are honking at me. But I don't care. But I realize, look, that when I judge others, I'm actually judging myself. So when people start judging me, I know perhaps they're actually judging a part of themselves. That they're judging a part of them that, like, let's say someone judges me for being on Facebook Live. And maybe a part of you is judging me that, like, oh, yo, Kevin, man, you're always on Facebook. Maybe you're judging me because I'm on Facebook, or I'm doing a Facebook Live right now. Or maybe you're judging me right now because I'm promoting a business. Let's say you're judging me right now, right? Perhaps you could be judging me when you could be judging me because maybe there's a part of you that isn't doing a Facebook Live. Or maybe there's a part of you that isn't as confident as I am. Or maybe there's a part of you who is scared of doing a Facebook Live. And then when you see someone that does a Facebook Live, you're like, oh, yo, I wish I did that. Because I know I do. I know when sometimes I see someone that is doing some things that I'm jealous of. I know when I see someone doing something that I'm jealous of, I start judging them. You know, I did this the other day, right? When I went out with my friends and we went to the club, and my friend, he's actually my roommate. He lives like up there. And he has what's really cool is that he's a great dancer. He's an amazing dancer. He knows how to pop and lock and move his body, and like 10 times a stronger dancer than I am. So we went to the club and he was dancing, he was grooving, and I seen these girls. I was talking to this one girl, and then my friend started dancing. Then all the girls' attention went on him. They were like giving him his full attention. They were giving her his full attention. Or they were giving their full attention. It was away from me because I thought it was, oh yeah, I feel good. But then my friend stole the thunder, stole their attention. And I wanted their attention, right? And then I started making judgments about him. You know, I started judging my friend. I started judging him like, yo, this guy's an idiot. Fuck him, right? I started giving myself stories in my head. You know, I started giving myself stories that this person is stupid. I started telling myself stories that, look, this is dumb. He's an idiot. I just started telling myself all these stories about my friend. But what was really real was that I was judging him because I was jealous. You know, I wanted something that he had. I wanted to get the attention that he was getting from other people. I wanted everything that he was getting that I wasn't getting. So in my response to that, I was judging him. I was hating on him. I was criticizing him. But I wasn't aware that I felt that within myself. I felt that same thing within myself. So when I judge others, I'm judging myself. Or I'm judging a part of myself that I see in them. Now, when someone judges me, perhaps there's a part of them that is judging themselves, right? Now, the third thing is about how to deal with criticism is, look, criticism is one of the best ways to gain confidence, right? Because I was used to be scared of getting judged, and I still am sometimes. Sometimes I get nervous of getting judged by people. But I know that when someone is criticizing me or when someone is judging me, I know that my confidence is growing. If I can handle that, when I can handle someone judging me or criticizing me, I'm growing more confidence. I'm growing in my confidence. I'm actually growing in my mental strength and my determination. Because I know when people are judging me, there's a chance for me to be more confident, right? There's a chance for me to be more strong, and there's a chance for me to be 10 times a better leader. But then the last thing about when people judge is that, look, when people judge you or when people are criticizing you, it's a sign that you are doing something great. You know, like my mentor, Grant Cardone, he would always says that when someone would hate on him, when someone would judge him, it's actually the reason is because it's a sign that he's going in the right direction. You know what I mean? When someone was judging and making fun of Grant Cardone, or when someone was making fun of John Maxwell, when John Maxwell was growing up as a leadership trainer, he was a young leader. He was a young leader that was determined, he was focused, and he was a pastor in his church. Now when people were judging him, he knew he was rising the ranks because people were criticizing him, people were laughing at him. But my sense is that as he put himself out there, more people criticized him. But I know for myself is that that's a sign. When people are criticizing you, that's a sign that you're going on to great levels of success. When people are criticizing you, that's a sign that you're going on to greatness and you're about to achieve greatness. So when someone's calling you stupid, when someone's calling you an idiot, when someone is calling you dumb, not good enough, not worth it, that's a sign, I'm telling you right now, that you are doing great things. All right? That is a total sign. Winston Churchill, if you take a look at all the great leaders in the world, they all had haters. They all had haters. They all had someone that didn't like them. They all had someone that criticized them. You know, they all had someone that didn't like them. So if you're dealing with that, if you're dealing with some criticism, and if you're dealing with people, I want you to know that it's bringing you on to success. You won't find a president, you won't find a leader, you won't find an actor who doesn't have someone that doesn't like them. Hands down. All right, so let me give you a step-by-step on how to deal with criticism real time, right? Let me give you a step-by-step action on how to handle criticism right in the moment, right? Right in that moment. Let's say you're leading a team, you're leading people, and you're leading a group, and someone is criticizing you. Someone's calling you a name. Whether that's your teammate, whether that's your manager, whether that's someone on your team that is criticizing you, I want to give you a step-by-step way that I do, a system that you could do to gain confidence and how to handle criticism like a boss. All right, drop a comment below if you want to start learning how to handle this like a boss. If you want to start handling criticism like a boss, let me know, all right? Okay, first step, step 1. Let's say someone calls you stupid. Step 1, say thank you. Thank you. You're a fucking idiot for showing up late. What the fuck is wrong with you? Step 1, say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, this next step is, step 2 is being aware of my initial reaction. So let's say someone criticized me that I was late and then started calling me a name, calling me a dumb, an idiot, or a fucking retard. Let's say they called me a fucking retard, right? Now step 2 is, look, I'm aware of my initial reaction. Now I need to be aware of my initial reaction right now. So let's say in my body, I am triggered, you know? Let's say I'm triggered right now. Let's say I'm feeling like, I'm aware that I'm angry in my body. And I'm sure in your body, maybe you know when you feel angry. Because I know when I feel angry, my fists clench, my jaw clenches, my eyes are like furrowed. I know in my body where I'm angry. So after you get criticized by someone, say thank you. But the next step is be aware of your own initial reaction. Maybe you get tight. Maybe you get upset. Maybe you start closing off your body, right? The step is being aware of what is your reaction when someone criticizes you, right? Where in your body are you feeling that? Then start being aware of your emotions. Like what are you feeling? Are you angry? Are you sad? Now during this whole time, it's important to be aware in a non-judgmental way, right? I encourage you to be aware in a non-judgmental way, in a way that is, I want you to be aware in a way that is calm. I invite you to be aware in a way that is non-judgmental, and I invite you to be aware in a way that is neutral. Be neutral in your reaction. Don't judge yourself for being judged. Don't judge yourself or call yourself stupid when someone calls you stupid, right? Like, so let's say someone calls you stupid. Let's say someone calls me stupid. Hey, Kevin, you're stupid. I'm aware. Okay, all right. I'm aware that right now I'm tight in my shoulders and my fists are clenched like I want to punch this person, right? Now I'm aware of my physical reaction. Now step 3 is being non-judgmental. So when I'm aware, step 1, if I'm over here, if I'm judgmental, I would start criticizing myself. Oh, fuck, you're stupid, Kevin. You are stupid. You're an idiot. Then I'll remind myself of all the times I was stupid. Versus if I was non-judgmental over here and I started saying, okay, I'm aware, Kevin, that you are triggered. You know, I'm aware that you're upset right now. And I can just be aware in a very compassionate way, in a non-judgmental way, without criticizing myself. I could just be aware that I'm pissed off, right? And that takes skill, right? That's consciousness right there. And this is a whole different level of meditation and spirituality. But self-awareness is honestly the key step for a leader on how to lead people. Self-awareness is such a key step for someone who is a leader. You know, if you're a leader and you're a salesperson, or if you handle a business and you handle a team, self-awareness is one of the most important things for your leadership, hands down. Now, the step number 3 or 4, step 4 is take a deep breath. So now that I said thank you, now that I was aware of my initial reaction, and now that I was aware of my physical reaction in my body, step 4 is take a deep breath. Step 4, take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath. So there, I took a deep breath. I took a breath into my body, right? So I took a deep breath, and now all these emotions I can let go of them. You know, I'm not as tense when I take a deep breath, and I'm more relaxed. I can think clearly. Now I don't want to punch this person for calling me stupid. I can be calm. I can be relaxed, and I can be present. Now the last thing after breath is step 7. Self-talk. That is the last step that I want to add you here. So let's say someone called you stupid. You're aware of your reaction. You're aware that you're non-judgmental in a compassionate way. You take a deep breath. The last step is to use positive self-talk. Because look, if someone's going to judge you, I think I read a comment somewhere, or one of my friends was telling me, one of my good friends, he's very good into self-development. He told me, look, if everyone else is going to judge me, why am I going to judge me, right? If people are going to hate on you, why would you, in your own mind, hate on yourself if you hate on you? That doesn't make sense, right? Let's start being on our own teams here. Let's start being in our own. I encourage you to start being on your own team. Right? I encourage you to start being compassionate with yourself. Because look, if everyone else is gonna criticize you, why would you criticize yourself? Because you are on your own team. You got to be on your own team right now. And sometimes leaders have to be on our own team. And we can't be against ourselves, because you can't really go anywhere if you're just judging yourself and if you're just hating on yourself. If I had negative self-talk my whole life, I wouldn't be someone who is going places, right? I wouldn't be driven. I wouldn't have ambition. I need to have that positive self-talk at all times. And this is the last step here. Let's say someone called you stupid. I need you to become aware of your self-talk. Right? Say good things. Be like, hey Kev, like, I hear that you're upset that this person called you a name. But I want you to know that, hey Kevin, like, you are good enough. You aren't stupid. Don't listen to her. Because you're actually a very smart guy. You're a confident guy, you're an intelligent guy, and you're a leader. This is all things I'm saying to myself, right? I'm not saying it. I'm not waiting for someone to tell it to me. You know, I'm not waiting for someone to tell me, look, Kevin, you're an amazing person. I'm not waiting for someone to rescue me and be like, hey, it's okay. I'm not waiting for my mom to call me and be like, hey, Kevin, it's okay that someone called you stupid. I'm not here to wait for things to happen to me, man. Right? Like, I'm not here to wait for things to happen to me in a good light. I don't want people just to like rescue me. I don't want people to just accept me. And I'm not here to let people just, rescue me from my own pain. Because I'm not, like, as much as I love my mom and as much as I love my parents, when I'm living my life and I'm living my mission, they're not there to hold my hand. So if you're an entrepreneur right now and you're waiting for your mom to hold your hand, right? If you're waiting for your mom to hold your hand, you're waiting for your dad to hold your hand, or you're waiting for someone to nurture you, best of luck. Because they won't be there to hold your hand. There's the hard truth for you guys. If you're a leader and you expect someone to hold your hand, and if you're a leader and you expect your girlfriend to make you feel okay, that's fucked up. You're not on the road to leadership. Because that's not always going to happen. Sometimes we have to be our own parents and our own mom in life. So that's why I use self-talk, right? So I use positive self-talk whenever someone starts criticizing me. Right? I ask myself, look, is it true? Is it true that I'm stupid? No, it's not true. Right? I'm good. I'm smart. I've done great things before. And this person is talking small in my mind. What she's saying about me is not true. And I'll start nurturing myself using self-talk, saying I'm smart, I'm good, I'm amazing, I'm great. And when I can say good things about myself, I can continue on this road to like focus. I can continue along the road of like strength. I can continue along the road of being at peace. And it only starts with us being on our own team, right? It starts being on our own team in our own life. And it only starts being self-talk. So, yeah, that's powerful. Something just came up on me that, I need to start being on my own side right now. Right? I'm just aware of my own, something just came up for me just now. Just like, I need to be on my own side. And, yeah. So I gave you a couple strategies here on how to handle criticism. To say thank you. Be aware of my initial reactions. Be aware of your own physical reactions. And making sure that you're non-judgmental. You're not critical of yourself. Also take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And also say some good things about yourself. Self-talk. Now the last step here I want to add as a bonus step is to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Right? So let's say someone's criticizing me, right? Let's say someone's pissing me off. Let's say I am getting angry when someone called me stupid. I can ask myself, look, what can I learn? What can I learn from this moment? You know, let's say I screwed up. Let's say I made a mistake, and this person called me stupid because I dropped the pan on her foot. What I could learn from that, the last step here in this session is like, what I can learn from this is that, okay, I'm going to learn to be more careful. I'm going to learn to be more careful. I'm going to learn to be more aware and considerate, right? So now that I'm past my reactions, I'm past my anger, I'm past my hurt, I'm past feeling upset when someone called me stupid, now I can be fully present and learn from the situation. Because maybe it is true. Maybe I did something to hurt this person that called them that name. And this is a level of maturity, a level of leadership, and this is letting go of when people are hating on you, right? This is only after you deal with your own reaction first. Now, so I gave you a couple step-by-steps, right? I talked to you about why criticism is important. I talked to you about, being aware of that they're actually judging themselves. The second thing is, look, let judgments be a way to grow your confidence. Because the more times you can handle someone's judgments, you can walk through open doors. Now, the last thing is, look, the second last thing is when someone's hating on you, they're hating on themselves. Now, I gave you step by step of how to handle criticism. And I talked about saying thank you. I talked to you about, being aware of your reactions, how to handle your own physical reactions, being non-judgmental, taking a deep breath, and using positive self-talk. Now, there's some value there. I think I'm going to make a course one day on how to handle criticism. Now, I made a Facebook group that I all want to invite you to a Facebook group, right? And this Facebook group is called the Young Leaders in Action. And don't worry, you don't have to be a young person to join the group. It's totally free to join. We give so much value in this group. We want to build a community. I want to start building a strong community of leaders who want to grow themselves, who want to commit to themselves, who want to make a massive impact in the world. I want to start building a tribe of these people. Now, I'm going to need your help because, look, we can't do it on our own. I can't do things on my own. I set up this whole podcast by myself today. And I'm kind of swearing at myself. I'm kind of like, oh, what's wrong with you? Because, look, I could get people to help me. And sometimes I think I could do it on my own. Now, I don't want you to do it on your own because I want you to know that you have a team, you have people to surround yourself with. And I want to build a community of leaders who want to help each other, who want to collaborate, who want to build, and who want to make a massive impact in the world. Because whether you believe it or not, your mission out there is going to touch someone's lives. It's going to grow someone's lives. It's going to impact someone's life. So I invite you to check that out, and I invite you to know that great things are coming your way. And I need you in my community to help make this happen. So I invite you to join the Facebook group. Let me put the Facebook group in the comments below. And then let's head out. Okay, let me put this in the comments right now, right? Let me put this in the comments, my man. All right. So join our leadership community. It's called the Young Leaders in Action. Totally free group. I want you to gain 10x value from this group. Now join our group. We would love to have you. And we hope to see some of you guys in Phoenix on Wednesday, because there's going to be all these business leaders in this room who are committing to themselves and who have handled so much hate, who have handled rejection, who have handled so many people talking trash about them, writing articles about them, making videos against them, trying to kill them. Look, all these leaders in the world have dealt with a lot of hardship. And they want to share their journey with you. So that's this Wednesday. I put the link below. It's called the Impact Players Tour. It's in Glendale, Arizona. So don't worry about your... Actually, make sure you get your flights. If you need any help getting your tickets, your plane ticket, or maybe you need some help on how to get down there, or maybe you need a hotel, contact me because I'm ready to help. I put the link below. Gain access because I want to give you $1,000 of bonus included. I also want to give you tons of value from being here, right? And it's from Doug Vermeer and one of my mentors. So you're going to get tons of values included in this. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. I gave you some insight on how to handle criticism, how to deal with criticism, how to gain so much from criticism. Because criticism is a blessing. And whether you believe it or not, when someone is hating on you, judging you, making fun of you, that is a huge blessing. I started to think it was a bad thing, but I started to learn that, look, it's a fucking blessing, man. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited that you could join here. I'm very grateful that you could be in this podcast today. Talk to you about hate. I think I might build a course around this because I think, look, criticism is such a gift. So this is Kevin with Warrior Leadership, the host of the Mission Driven Life. Join us at the Impact Players Tour or join the Facebook group. Hope you have a powerful day, everyone. Like, subscribe, and look, share this with another leader in your life, all right? Have a powerful day. Wishing you all the best.